it's your boy Eddie G, and he's got a show called Eddie G's Comic Culture. He talks about anything comics, pop culture. Just go check him out. And he's a DC guy, so if you're into DC comics, definitely go check him out. Today we're gonna be talking about Bombshell, starring Charlize Theron, Margot Robbie, and Nicole Kidman. Bro, this was a power trio. I have some very, very strong feelings about this film. It was a very powerful film, but I don't know how well executed it was. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about it. So let's go. So basically this film is about these female workers that worked at Fox News and they were harassed. So they're basically trying to take down the men that harassed them. And it included anchor women and meteorologists and the whole nine. It was disgusting. And obviously this film is based on a true story. They made that very obvious. Like I said, it was a very powerful film and it had a really strong cast. And the acting was astonishing. But you know, it really took its time and it really it was more of a slow paced type film. I think they kind of struggled with that a little bit. Like I said in a previous review, when you're depicting the life of someone, you really want to capture all the emotions, and it's kind of hard to speed past those, especially with something as serious as this. But the first act of the film was really, really slow, really hard to get into. And I'm not really into politics at all, so I didn't really know anything about this scandal. I didn't really know anything about these people that these actors were portraying. And I'm not about to get on here and talk about politics. Number one, that's not what my channel is for. And number two, it's just something I don't like to really get into. But I can say this film had a lot to do with the 2016 presidential election and a whole lot of what went on at Fox News around that time. I do feel like this film needed to be made. People need to know about this stuff. In saying that, I don't know if it was executed like it really should have been. Number one, it's kind of hard to be entertained by somebody's turmoil, something that's really happened to someone. I know bad things happen in movies all the time. We're not necessarily entertained by the negativity, but it just kind of had a feel to it oh, this is real. That part of it just wasn't very enjoyable. These are the type of things we see in documentaries and things like that. But I must say, something I really, really enjoyed about this film is the style that it was set up in. I think the camera angles and the camera shots, they had a quick zoom in and a quick zoom out, and I really enjoyed that. And they kind of had these segments where the scene will stop completely and one of the characters will actually look at the camera and talk to the camera and then go back to the scene. And I really thought that was cool. It was definitely different, especially with the drama and when they're depicting a person's life. We don't see that all the time. Like I said, this was a very, very powerful film, but I just don't know how interesting it is in this type of format, in the way that it was executed. And I really want to be careful what I say about this film, because this is something that is very important. It is something that is not needed to be taken lightly. But I'm just kind of referring to the film itself, not the situations that happen in the film. And one last thing before I give my score. Kate McKinnon was in this film, and I do not like Kate McKinnon. If you know me, you know I do not like Kate McKinnon. I don't think she's funny. I'm not a fan of hers. She surprised me, and I really liked her character, and I liked, the drama that came with her character. And she wasn't trying to be funny. I think she had a little bit of comical undertones, but that's it. She wasn't trying to be flat out funny, and I really liked that from her. And I kind of want to see more roles from her like this. I would give Bombshell a 6 out of 10, and this is just as a film. It's not the things that happen in the film. I gotta keep that separate. Let me know what you guys thought about Bombshell. Go over and check out Eddie G at Eddie G's Comic Culture. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.